Hi guys, and welcome to our 14th video. As most of you know, I sent the email round unfortunately yesterday, just making you all aware that there'll be no return to the studio. It's a really sad time, and I think I knew inside me that it was kind of slowly coming and approaching us, but you never know. I thought something might be our luck might be in, but we're unable to return. But we've got a really nice little setup at my friend Julie's, which we're really excited about. Just starting off with very low hours to begin with, and just taking it kind of week by week to see, you know, how things plan out. But I hope you're all keeping well, and I hope that some of you are able to continue the Pilates journey with me, and treatments, etc., and everything that you've seen me for over the past. But for now, I'm going to keep doing these. I did say kind of if and when I can pop them in with a name again, just to try and keep it weekly. So we're going to start seated on our mats today. Pop those legs wherever's comfortable for you. I know some of you struggle with this cross-leg position. So you can pop legs out in front of you, out to the side. I just want you to feel quite evenly distributed on your sitting bones. So your two bony bits in your bottom, just have a little wriggle round and make sure that they feel nice and balanced. And then when you're here, pop your arms just wherever's comfortable. And let's think about top to toe check. So head and neck, nice and gently fluctuating between your two extremes of movement. Coming to centre that head and neck when it feels not too extended or too flexed, but just nice and balanced in between. With our shoulders, rolling them up to the ears and draw down into back pockets. Nice exhale. We'll start to connect with the breath, and we're zoning into what's going on at those shoulders. We're trying to get them moving nice and gently together. Little lead weights on the back of those shoulders. Breathing out as we connect down. Breathe in as we come back up. Couple more circles, and we're going to leave those shoulders down there. Not too far back, not too far forward, but just nice and balanced. And holding them there, so we've got a nice space across the front of the chest. Let's lengthen up that spine. Make sure that we're maintaining this nice length, trying our best not to slump down. Now with our pelvis, a lot of people struggle with this one, doing pelvic tilts from a seated position. So if you're just trying to tip off and roll off the bottom of your spine, you do feel your lower back round down into the mat as if you are slumping a little bit, and then you're going to engage the core and lengthen that chest up towards the sky so you get that lift again. So it's a nice little tuck of the tailbone underneath you, a softening of the lower back, not too far if this brings on any back pain, and then gently back. I want you to inhale as you go back, and then I want you to exhale as you engage the core and lift. So nice softening, nice little inhale. And then exhale, pull belly button into spine, engage pelvic floor, restack. So we're getting some nice mobility around the pelvis. And then we're just going to come to centre ourselves in between your two midpoints there. So not too far back or too far lifted, but nice and seated. Now whilst we're here, let's go for our nice head and neck stretch. So you're going to take hold of your head and just gently draw one ear down towards the same side shoulder, whilst lengthening your opposite arm down your mat. So you should feel a nice length and stretch down here, and nothing more. We're going to breathe into that stretch to hold. We're going to breathe out as we change sides. So again, same side ear, lengthening the arm. Trying to take that head straight down. If we have neck pain or anything associated with the upper body, you may want to try and kind of alter your posture. Your body wants to find that least path of resistance. So make sure we're taking that ear straight the way down, and we are lengthening. Nice inhale here, and exhale. Changing sides. Breathing in. And breathing out. Nice inhale. And exhale. You can pause this video, hold for a little bit longer, do a couple more reps on a side that might feel a bit tighter for you if you're struggling with head and neck, at the minute you've got some increased tension, do spend a little bit of time just to add to your stretch. And we'll just go for our last one to each side. And then gently coming back to centre. Lovely. Going for a little bit of protraction and retraction of the scapula. So it's the widening and stretch of the scapula and then drawing the shoulder blades back together to create that nice activation around the shoulder blades. So we've got the separation and the zipping back. So we're going to do this by interlinking our hands, pushing forwards and rounding that back. Again, if this starts to increase any symptoms within your back, refrain from taking it too far into that position or just leave this exercise out. But I want to try and get this nice roundness. So if I just come to the side now so you can have a little nosy, we're getting this lovely roundness of the back and you're trying to really stretch the shoulder blades apart as much as you can. And then a nice restack of the spine, zipping the shoulder blades back and down. And again, you want to feel them in unison. Try to get them moving together. If you've had shoulder problems, you may feel that one is a little less responsive. Work on this to try and bring them together. So we've got the nice roundness. I want you to breathe in to hold, then breathe out, restack and re-zip down. Nice breath in. Breathe out, push forward. Breathing in here. Breathe out, zip back. Continuing to round and push. Nice inhale here. Exhale. Back and down. So really good for the posture muscles around the shoulder. We're getting a good stretch in between those shoulder blades where we build up our tension to get a lot of those knots, those trigger points. Gently rounding here and zipping back and down. Nice rounding. And zipping back and down. Lovely. Quite a good one for the abs as well. You feel the rounding, and as you do this, you pull in and drawing, get a nice tummy activation. Restack back up, use that core. Couple more. Push and stretch. Restack. Last one for me. Lovely. Okay. Now if you're starting to feel it around the hips or the knees from that, you can alter your position. That's perfectly fine. We're going to come just into a little bit of a side bend now, a bit of a side mermaid. Not going to work into those legs, but just try and keep nice and evenly distributed on your sitting bones. I'm going to run the hand down the mat. So, chosen hand first, doesn't matter which one. Keep these sitting bones equally drawn down into your mat. Quite a lot of the time when we're tight, we want to lift the bum to get the arm over further, and you don't quite get the optimal stretch that we're looking for. So melting down into the mat, you're going to run your hand down, nice C curve over. You're going to breathe in, that's super tight, and you're going to breathe out, run the arm down, other side over. Ooh, much welcomed here. Nice breath in and breathe out. Very simple stretch to do, very easy. To do it incorrectly, melt those sitting bones down and stretch. You've definitely got more range going to this side, so I could do with working a little bit more into this side. So if you guys kind of notice anything more restricted one side than the other, do just again pause that video, take some time just to try and add a couple more repetitions onto that side. We don't want to continue to work and constantly balance the body. If you have imbalances and tightnesses, add some more repetitions onto that side, increase the stretch. Nice, exhale over. Inhale to hold. Keep drawing those sitting bones down. You'll feel the more you try and plant that bottom down into your mat, the more you will increase that stretch, the more you will get out of that stretch. we'll go for 2 more to each side. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice breath in and breath out. Nice, okay. Now I wanted to come back to the pelvic tilts that we did just to set our centre before, but just work into them a little bit more. This should be suitable for absolutely everybody. Just don't take it into that far extreme if your back starts to niggle a little bit. So we're just nice and upright, legs are wherever's comfortable for you, shoulders set back, nice maintained posture. We're just going to tip off the end of that tailbone and then lift back up. So really good one if you're just starting to get some stiffness associated with your pelvis and with your lower back. We want to try and get everything moving separately. So it's okay to feel a little bit of stiffness, a little bit of discomfort with this, but if it starts to aggravate any of your symptomatic back pain, I want you to refrain from doing this exercise or just play around with the ranges, okay? So you could just start in an earlier range if that feels okay for you. Alright, so I always find that I get some really good relief kind of around, even into kind of hips with this one, because of the way in which we're sitting. Lifting up from that chest, softening back down. I want you to breathe in here and then I want you to breathe out. Breath in here and then breathe out, because we're using this as an exercise. We are exhaling on the hardest part of the exercise. Softening down. You're rolling off your sitting bones and then you're lifting yourself back up onto your sitting bones. So a nice little dip off and back up. Couple more. Lovely. Okay, I'm just going to take this time just to have a little drink. Okie dokies. I've got a little ginger furry friend staring at me down there. He may make a cameo, we'll see. Okay, a bit of a groin stretch, okay? Don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling quite tight in this area currently. So I'm going to put the feet together and just gently let gravity take those legs down into the mat. Mine aren't looking like they're going anywhere near there today, but we're going to keep nice and lengthened. Okay, so try not to. You can feel a difference in the stretch if you sink back and you round your back. So if you try to lift up onto your sitting bones, you're just pulling on those insertions and origins just a little bit more. Oh, here we go. He's having a little bark down there. Okay, we're going to feel the stretch as we're letting those legs go down there. So continue just holding for a couple more breaths. I should do more mindful breathing, try and connect with the breath. Lovely. Okie dokes. So, you may want to give your legs a little bit of a break from this position now. That's perfectly fine. So a little bit of a different position might be to come to high kneeling here, or to just kneel like so here. You could even come to standing if you wanted to, with legs hip distance apart. Now I'm going to use a TheraBand for this exercise because I've been lucky enough to pick one up from the studio. But if you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. You can do these exercises without. You just won't quite get that resistance that the TheraBand will give you, but it's perfectly fine. Okay, so dumb waiter. Top to toe check. Nice and balanced, shoulders back. We're going to hold on to our imaginary trays of drinks in each hand, and we've got our peach in between our elbows and our waist. We're nice and tucked in through the tummy, so I want you just to tighten a notch on that belt here so you feel that connectivity with your tummy muscles. You're going to engage your pelvic floor, little zip from back to front 40% of your strength so everything's nice and tucked in here. On your exhale, you're going to contract everything, and on your inhale, we're going to relax it off. Nice exhale, so you're feeling shoulder blades come together, a little pinch there. You're feeling some opening up in the front of the chest, but without sticking out through the rib cage or the chest. Okay, so you're trying to keep nice and balanced. We're working posterior rotator cuff, all the muscles surrounding the back of the shoulder blades, nice stabilising muscles here. We're engaging throughout our pelvic floor and our tummy muscles. So ensure you're feeling that connection when we pull, and then a relaxation when we relax. Nice engage, breathing out, breathe in to relax. We're trying to hold on to those peaches, so try not to let elbows fly away. Okay, elbows are staying nice and tucked in with our peach. Breathing out, breathing in. Nice exhale and an inhale. Some nice belly breathing. So remember, in Pilates that we breathe from the lower part of the abdomen, so you're trying not to take the breath all the way up into the top part of the chest. Lovely. Couple more. You should be starting to feel that around the tops of the shoulders and the backs of the shoulders. Lovely. Now come back to that starting position. Couple of rolls of those shoulders if you need to. We want a little pull on the band. We're just going to serve forward. So Pilates reformer exercise this, you would use resistance coming from the back. So if you did have that TheraBand, you could tuck it around your waist, and here we breathe out, you're going to get the resistance of the band, and we breathe in to come back in. We're going to feel that zip again, back of shoulders back and down. Nice exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back. It's quite nice. I can feel my right shoulder wants to lift, especially when it comes back in, so keep them drawn down, keep that space at the front of the shoulders. Keep nice and upright with your spine. Breathing out, contracting everything. Breathe in, relax it off. Exhale. Keep that nice zipping feeling, getting those shoulder blades to move down. Couple more. Lovely, okay. So just a little bit of work into your obliques now. Okay. And then come to sit on our bottom, legs hip distance apart with those knees propped up. We're going to take TheraBand, towel, cushion, whatever you can. We're going to pop it in your hands if you've got one of the round over balls. The TheraBand will give you a little bit of resistance on your rotator cuff if you're pulling on that band. We're going to take the arms out, make sure we're not hunching the shoulders, okay? We're going to breathe in as we go down and across to the side, and then we're going to exhale as we come back up, okay? Now I want you to maintain a predominantly flat back for this, so it's quite safe for everybody. If you second trimester onwards, what I would prefer you to do, if you are expecting baby, is to just open up the arm and bring it back. So no abdominal activity going backwards there, okay? You've got that nice, gentle roll back and to the side, watching those backs. If it starts to aggravate any of your back pain, I want you to go to the antenatal version. We're going to switch to the other side, nice little rotation, back up, okay? So keep that flat back. We are going back, we are rotating over to the side. You're going to feel it start to work in the obliques. In an exhale, come back, inhale down, exhale back up. Inhale down, over to the side, keep the shoulders set back, exhale back up. Oh, one side is definitely harder than the other. 2 more to each side. Lovely. Last one to each side. Nice exhale when you're coming up, help you out. Lovely. That's nice. Okie dokes. So, now a little bit of a treat. We're going to come to lie on our backs. If you are second trimester onwards, this is the time that we're going to put that wedge in, that lovely wedge, our best friend, our support cushion. If not, you're perfectly fine to lie onto your back. We're going to use a towel, a TheraBand, anything that you've got that kind of loops around your foot just to help us with our stretch today. So we've got one leg bent and we're just going to use that TheraBand. I've just kind of wrapped it around my foot just to encourage a nice hamstring stretch. You're going to keep the sacrum, the lower part of the back, just down into that mat whilst we have this nice stretch here. Quite tight down here today. Lovely. Now, with this same TheraBand or towel or whatever you've got now, we're going to just let that leg float out. You can use your opposite hand just to counterbalance you. So if you feel like you're tipping, pop that arm out. I want you to try and keep your hips as stable as possible, taking that leg down until you start to feel that groin stretch come on, and then hold that stretch there. Then we're going to take TheraBand in the opposite hand, straighten the opposite leg, try and keep your spine in neutral, and then pull that leg. So this is a nasty one if you are suffering from tightness on the lateral side of that leg, okay? Make sure your spine doesn't start to get involved by rotating that spine. You want to keep your spine and your bottom nice and flat. Take that leg over. That's horrible. You're feeling it right the way up into the side of my leg. That's quite normal, but if it's too much for you, just either relax it off a little bit or don't do it at all. Lovely. Gently coming back, we're going to change sides now. So I want you to wrap that TheraBand around your opposite foot, a little loop over, bend in that opposite leg, bringing it in, feel that hamstring stretch and hold. Try to keep the upper body nice and relaxed. Lovely. Taking hold, same side, counterbalance with the arm. Take the leg over now for a nice inner thigh stretch. I'm a little restricted, but you take that as far as you can, maintaining nice hip stability, trying to keep your back nice and flat into that mat. Lovely, and then taking it, opposite arm, straightening that leg, pulling over. Oh, there it goes. Awful stretch. Awful but good. Lovely. Gently bringing that leg back and taking off your band. Nice. Okay. So from here now, I've popped in a little bit of one leg stretch. All levels. So to demonstrate all levels, this is perfectly fine in level 1 and level 2 for our antenatal clients. Okay. So level 1, we've got lengthening out of the leg, pointing the toes, maintaining nice neutral, bring it back. We'll do all of them on the same side. We'll go for 10 on one side, okay, maintaining this lovely neutral. Our level 2 is to take it up to tabletop, lengthen it out and down, tabletop, lengthening out and down. Our level 3 is suitable for those of you that do not have any back disc-related pathologies in your back and you feel quite stable and comfortable at double tabletop. You are free from any bulging in the abdominal region. Now from here then, we will stretch and we will stretch. Okay, so we've got a nice exhale. Oh, but we'll keep them all on that same side, so we're going for 10 here. Okay. Then our next level is to add in the arms. So the arms come to the opposite leg, over to this side. So you're taking away that support from wherever your arms were. Okay, so level 4. And then finally, our level 5 is to come into abdominal prep, hug the knee. We'll maintain the abdo prep all the way through. Exhale, exhale, okay? Exhale here. So we're going to go for all 10. So that's the way we're going to build it up, okay? I'm going to go for a nice, gentle level 2, I think. So we're going to go for 10. We're breathing out on the stretch of the leg. 2. 3. All levels maintaining nice hip stability. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Shake that leg off. So even at that level 2 then I felt quite a lot of quad work in there. Okay, we are recentering ourselves, making sure we're nice and balanced. We're going to repeat our chosen level on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Make sure you're engaging pelvic floor. 7, I'm relaxing. 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Okay. And then for scissors, so recentering yourself, okay? Scissors level 1, one leg to tabletop, one leg down. And again, we'll just keep on the same side. Level 2, if you're safe to come into double tabletop, tap the toe, tap the toe, tap the toe. Okay, this gets a little bit tricky actually, because we need to alternate the legs. So ignore what I just said. On our scissors, we will interchange those legs. So we have the right side, then the left side. Coming up to double tabletop, tap the right side, tap the left side. Level 3, going to start with one foot down here, one leg down up here, switch, 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 switch. Maintain neutral, nice flat back. Make sure no doming of the abs occurring. Level 4, tap tap, faster, tap tap, tap tap, tap tap. Level 5, abdo prep, straight leg. In, out, out. In, out, out. Don't overtuck the chin. Make sure you minimise the wobble on the hips. Good hamstring stretch, okay? All 5 versions there for you. Take it nice and easy. I think I will go for my level 2. Breathe out, 1 and 2. I'm going to go for 10 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you need to break at any time, you can. Last one, hug those knees in. Little rock side to side, back and forth. Let's give that back a well-deserved little stretch off, bringing both legs down, gluing those knees together, arms out in a T shape, palms down. Only coming into this if your back is happy. If you're an osteoporotic client, I would just prefer you to do a rotation of the hip outwards, followed by the other side rotating outwards. But if you're quite happy to glue those feet together, I want you to take the legs over to one side as you're looking over the other shoulder, and then all the way over to the other. Nice stretch. Breath in, breath out all the way. Breathing in to hold. Breathe out, you're going to pin that back down into the floor. Feel the activation of the abdominals. Feel that nice rotation of your spine. That's lovely. Well deserved after that little bit of work. I didn't even do the higher levels today. I felt like those abdominals were working. It's because it doesn't take a lot at the moment. It's lovely. Such a nice one when you've got stiffness in that lower back just to do. Let's go for 2 more to each side. Lovely. And then just coming back to the centre and relaxing off. Nice, okay. So we're going to come onto the side now and then gently come up to a kneeling position. Grab yourself a drink. Nice gentle hip flexor stretch. So we do this one quite a lot because I think it's really important when we do have lower back issues. You may have some tightness in those hip flexors, so I do like to try and stretch up here. Okay, so we're kneeling, legs hip distance, we're nice and tall. We're going to take a leg forward, doesn't matter which one first, and try to make sure that that knee is in line with that foot, which is in line with that hip. If you need one of the large blocks or a cushion or something to kind of help you, I feel a bit wobbly in this position today. We're going to lunge forward. Make sure that that knee doesn't come over the toes. So you can walk that foot further forward if needs be. Lunge into it, trying to keep those hips straight on so you feel a nice stretch in the back of the thigh, and hold it there. Lovely. If you want to spend a little bit more time doing this because you really benefit from it, then that's fine. Pause that video, do a couple more on each side. But just for now, we're going to change sides. Again, Making sure you've got nice evenness throughout those hips. And then come forward. Oh, that one's not so happy today. Feel that stretch. It's never happy. Keep that length in the spine, shoulders back. Lovely. Coming back from here now. I do a little bit of a different exercise. I'm not sure I've introduced before. It's from the Pilates repertoire, which is something else of which I've trained in for pelvic floor rehab. What we're going to do is maintain a nice length throughout the spine and a nice top to toe check as always. We're going to send the bottom backwards. Your back is nice and straight. You're sending it back as if you're just coming to sit back on your heels, okay? And then when we exhale, I want you to just squeeze the bum cheeks. So it's quite nice actually here if you want to pop in. Towel, cushion, whatever you've got. And squeeze the bum cheeks, squeeze the inner thighs, and squeeze the pelvic floor as you come up. You're allowed to dome through the tummy just a little bit, but not really pushing outwards here. So you're coming back, relax it off. You're going to exhale, squeeze. Try and grip your mat. Try and grip in through the towel, grip in through your cushion, whatever you're holding. Squeeze your bum cheeks and back. It's really effective. Breathing out, squeeze and breath in. Breathe out, squeeze and back in. Okay? Try and maintain that nice centre. Squeezing it in and back. I can really feel bum cheeks clenching and firing with this one. We all need a little bit of gluteal activation. Exhale, squeeze. Couple more. Last one. Lovely. Okie dokes. We'll pop that down and drink after that one. Planned to be a warm day today. I can feel it heating up. Okay, so as we are in high kneeling now, I wanted to take us into, let's have a little look, our side kick in high kneeling. Now I know quite a lot of you struggle with this one. To be honest, it's quite a challenge for me as well. So you can come down into your mat and do your side kick from there should you want to. But if you're happy to do it here, the hand comes down in line with this knee at the same time that we're going to lengthen this leg out here, okay? Try to make sure we're in that nice alignment that we set the shoulder back, okay? That the pelvis is nice and stable. We're nice and high and feeling that glute and hip work. We're going to breathe out as we send that leg forward and breathe in as it comes back. Breathing out as we send it forward. Breathe in as it comes back. If we're struggling with that, guys, come down into your mat. Use that head block, head rest. Lengthen yourself out. Need a bit more room. And do our side kick from here, okay? So there's always that choice. I'm going to continue up here. I need this workout today. Taking it forward and back 2 and 3. We go for about 10, 4 and 5 and 6. Good. 7 and 8. Oh, that's awful. 9 and 10. Lovely. Okay. Into side bend, which is coming down into this half plank looking position where we're nice and stacked and our knees are in line with our wrists, our shoulders are back. Now I always say to you, leave your hips here, just put on that side arm bend if you want to, or lift those hips and stretch up. The choice is yours. Keep the shoulder back. Keep nice and nipped in here. Breathe out. And breathe in. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lovely. Okay. Now we can come down to that mat. Set up in our clamshell position. Long outstretched arms. Stacking those feet. Making sure that hips are in line. Sorry, heels are in line with our bottom. Nice little lift away from that mat. Level 1. Feet stuck together and on the floor. Level 2. Feet stuck together and hovered off. So we just keep it those 2 levels for today. Breathing out as we open. Try not to over rotate through those hips, losing that balance. Nice and scooped in through the tummy and still keeping that lift from the waist. Breathing out as we open. Breathe in as we return. Now hold it at that end of range for me, little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a killer. Back down, open it up. End of range, little pulses. Try not to affect the levels of those hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. And back open. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely, relax off. Okay, back to high kneeling now. If you were doing your side kick from a high kneeling position, but if you weren't, stay down to your mat. Okay, dokes. I'm going to take that arm down, lengthen it out through that leg. Okay, nice opening up throughout that chest. Let's send that leg forward. 1. Oh, this is hard. 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. This is a good challenge for me today. 9. Lovely. And 10. That's nice. Okie dokes. Coming down. Side bend. Even out. Leave your hips down there, just your arm. Or add that arm. 1. Ooh. And breathing out for 2. Breathing out for 3. Breathing out for 4. And 5. Sliding a little bit down my mat. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lovely. And then we've got clamshell. Oh, nice outstretched arm. Nice stacked legs. Lift, create that little mouse hole. And level 1 and level 2. So I went for level 2. Feet stuck together and off the floor. 1. Nice and steady with those hips. Don't rush these. Try not to rotate throughout that pelvis. 2. Nice little squeeze of the bum cheek as we open. 3. and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. And then we'll hold at end of range, little pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. Take it back up, end of range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back. Last set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Gently close that clamp. Give that bum a rub if you need it. Okay. So gently now in your own time, I'm going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. Take a little drink if you need it. So we've got those arms shoulder distance, legs hip distance. We're going to go for a version of a cat, just with a little bit more flow. So what we're going to do is scoop down towards the floor and round the back up into our angry cat, and then nice breath in here, breathe out, we're going to come down and we're going to scoop into our opposite cat, so that nice breathing out, scoop round and up, breath in, breathe out, scoop down around. So it's just giving that different kind of dimension to a cat stretch, bringing that flow in. Breath out on the movement, nice and slowly. Breathe in to hold, breathe out. Do take care with your back and don't force it into either range that feels uncomfortable for you. Lovely. The last one for me. Come back into 4-point kneeling. Balancing those hips. Thread the needle now. Exhale, take the arm round. Taking care with this one, listening to your body, not forcing yourself into anything that's uncomfortable. So it's the arm that encourages a nice rotation of the thoracic spine. You're trying to listen down into that mat, but if you can't get there, don't worry. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out, pop that hand back, changing sides. Exhale. Nice inhale to hold. Exhale back, changing sides. You want to be encouraging the movement from that mid-back. Got last one to each side for me. Much looser for me there. and gently re-stacking back up throughout that spine. We're going to come to standing. We'll get a nice gentle movement up to that stand. Have those legs hip distance apart. Thinking of top to toe check. Shoulders back and down, engage through the tummy. We pop the arms out. We're going to come up into a very gentle calf raise as we do some nice arm circles. As we come back down from the calf raise, the arms come back down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Drawing in through pelvic floor and core. Nice floaty arms. Two more. Lovely. Arms interlocking now, bringing chin into chest, rounding through your shoulders. Nice breath in here, breathe out, engage through the tummy, push up towards the sky, keeping the rib cage down, opening up throughout those arms. So it's a nice exhale, breathing out, chin into chest. Push into the stretch, feel the separation of the shoulder blades. Breathe in here, breathe out, scoop in through the tummy, push up through the arms, keep the rib cage down and open up. Nice breath in here, breathe out, engage, push, open up. It's nice to keep those knees nice and soft, keeping scooped in through the tummy. Let's go for two more. Sometimes I can just get lost in these stretches. Forget what day of the week it is. Gently re-stacking back up. Relaxing those arms down. Lengthening up throughout the spine. And relaxing off. Whew. I don't know where that hour went today, guys. I hope you enjoyed class. Like I said, I'll keep on trying my best to post these weekly, and I'll keep you up to date with any news, any dates of mini classes for those of you that have been interested. Obviously treatments are now back up and running from Thursday, so if you do want to get in, just pop me a message or give me a text and we'll get you booked in and sorted. But it's really nice to see things kind of returning back to some kind of normality. Being able to get back to work is really, really good. So take care and look after yourselves. Bye.